Welcome back. All right, there's two topics I want to talk about today. First off, I'm surprised I haven't seen any comments on the channel. That actually fell down yesterday. I don't know what happened, but my YouTube silver plaque falls down. Anyways, so there's two topics I want to talk about today. I don't need a whiteboard for this. First off, the A's moving from Oakland to Las Vegas. This is awkward, isn't it? So next year they're going to still play in Oakland. They're just not staying in Oakland, and there's no decision exactly on where they're going to play until 2028 when the new baseball stadium is built in Vegas, which I assume at this point, Vegas, with the way that the strip is built, they'll just build all these buildings, all these arenas on top of each other. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just, with the whole F1 thing and the disaster that's been for locals, I'm really hoping it's worth it. That race is tonight. I would watch it, totally would, but there's 15 hours of hockey today, and then hockey starts at 5 a.m. tomorrow. So, I could stay up, watch the race, and then do just no. I'd have to be up for 48 hours, and my body says no to that. I'm not 20 anymore. But the Oakland A's moving to Las Vegas, we knew this was coming. It's been awkward because we've known it's coming for a long time, and I think it's for the best that uncertainty isn't out there any longer. I feel bad for fans in Oakland. Obviously, this isn't the first time a team's been taken from them. And it's not the second time that a team's been taken from them. The Seals, the Raiders more than once, right? So it has to be tough for the city of Oakland, but they needed a new building, right? How many years ago now was Moneyball? And Moneyball was based on baseball from 2 decades ago. They needed a new stadium then. I keep wanting to say arena, stadium. So I mean it's probably for the best for baseball, but it's going to be awkward playing in Oakland next year and probably losing 140 out of 162 games. I don't know. I don't know what kind of roster they're going to put together, but it was pretty clear that they wanted to go to Las Vegas, and we'll see how it all turns out. And I also wanted to talk about this whole big kerfuffle going on around Charissa Thompson. So Charissa Thompson going on a podcast, and this is something I've talked about on the hockey channel. I don't know why people go on podcasts as readily as they do. I've gone on a few, but generally speaking, if I'm going on a podcast, it's going to be a 10 to 15 minute interview. I'm not really keen on, sitting around for an hour and a half and reminiscing and getting into stuff, because the odds of you saying something that'll get you in trouble, it goes up. It goes up exponentially. Especially for some of these people who've been in the business for a long time. Odds are something's happened that people may not need to know about. And in this case, she was making up sideline reports. Now, she's come out since then and said, I misspoke. No, you told the truth. You absolutely told the truth. Now you're trying to backtrack because somebody probably said, you can lose your job on Thursday Night Football. So she's one of these sideline reporters that going into the second half, they'll stand there. Yeah, so Coach Bill told me that they have to start getting points or they're probably going to lose. He told me they're down by 12. He feels that in the second half, it's really important they score at least 13 points and make sure the other team doesn't score as well, because that way it's easier to win. Back to you, Dan. Really, sideline reporters, some of them are really quite good, but in general, I don't know how much insight I get from a sideline reporter, and I say that with all due respect. So I'm not surprised that she could just make crap up and nobody noticed, because honestly, a lot of it is boilerplate. I talk a lot about how hockey players give you just the pat answers and the same thing. Football coaches, it's the same. At the half, what are they going to say? Are they going to say, yeah, no, we're down by 10. I think we're losing this one. It's a shame, but I think this one's done. Second half, I'm going to be planning out my vacation because I don't even know if I'm going to keep my job. So, I would love that level of honesty from a coach to say, yeah, we're not going to win this one today. It's never going to happen. So it exposes that she has lied, which whether or not you believe other sideline reporters have done the same is whatever, but she's flat out admitted it. And again, it's somebody going on a podcast and saying something stupid that gets them in trouble. Why did they do this? And also for people who are, putting together this podcast, as soon as she said this, somebody listening to that went, she just said that. Man, this is going to be awesome. We're going to post this afterwards. This is going to be great. This is going to get, everybody talking. And of course it did. Of course it did. So let me know your thoughts. Should she keep her job in the studio with what she's doing on Thursday Night Football? I don't mind if she keeps her job, to be completely honest, but I don't think she'll ever be a sideline reporter again. I think that should be basically a known thing, that no matter what happens to the job she currently has, sideline reporting is no longer in her wheelhouse. She no longer does it. And whether it's fair or it's not, the reality is that once you've admitted to that kind of, I mean, it's not that egregious when you think about it, but still, it speaks to your integrity. And I know that's a word that some people may say, well, that kind of went out the door with. But the reality is that for her job, that integrity is important. Because now when they throw to a sideline reporter, from now going forward, there are always going to be fans who are thinking in the back of their mind, did the coach really say that? Did the quarterback really say that? There are also going to be people who want to see that interaction between the sideline reporter and the coach, or they're not going to believe it. And so my guess is that's going to be more of what it is. Sort of like, again, coming back to my experience watching hockey, you have reporters that talk to the coach behind the bench during the game, during stoppages. I think that that's the kind of thing we'll probably see in football as well, as the coach talking to the sideline reporter as they leave the field, and that'll be what we see. Because again, once that admission's out there, it's going to cast doubt on all the rest of the sideline reporters. So, good job. All right, let me know your thoughts, what you think should happen there, how you feel about the A's move. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.